Hello everyone, it's just me, Dusty Circuit here and welcome to another skate writing competition, announcement, I guess.
It's the awards ceremony for
Yeah.
our quarterly Skade writing competition, which is very, very exciting. And this one, I will say, is probably going to be my favorite because I am now an official team member. Although I think last time, Telly, didn't I become a team member like the day before or
And
something like that?
this is the first time that I
Yeah.
officially I officially submitted an entry into the
Yep.
contest.
Not just you, Ali too, Ren too. Was there any other new ones that we had besides those three? Ali had before. Oh, okay. So just probably Ren and Dusty. Yeah, it was great to have you guys. Ren and Dusty are the newcomers. Yeah, it's very exciting. And we're hoping too for the next one that we get even more new skaters that want to showcase their writing skills. And what's really really cool about our writing competitions is there's not just one format we're looking for. We're not just looking for novels. We do have those skaters, cough cough, Evan Freeman, that do and Abby that do enjoy writing full blown novels. But there's also a lot of great writing that's even won the writing competitions that are just more short. They're just more short stories. We've had a manuscript, I believe, an actual manuscript submitted once. We had a a what would you call that, Nick? A not a manuscript. What did an instruction, a flight instruction book?
A manual?
Basically a flight manual. Flight manual. We had a flight manual submitted. We have had I as such as the thing I had submitted that won a couple back, which was just like 2 a.m. thoughts, you know what I mean? So we've seen backstories, we've seen poems, we've seen so much, and it's so awesome that you guys take the time to write down your thoughts on things and in your short stories and then come celebrate with us. And we do have winners, and the reason we do have the awards is so that we can honor those, that do win, and you can compete in the book of the year, which I believe the next quarter will be the last one. So you have one more quarter before we do the book of the year. But it's really awesome because there is no loser in this. Everybody wins because you've taken the time to submit something, and you're all gonna get something today. So all right. Are we ready, Telly? You're looking at me. Are you going to be reading? Do you want to read? Do you want me to read? Nikki? What would you like? Me? Okay. So we're just gonna go down the okay, both of you are nodding at me. All right,
All right,
so
you need to leave Spawn Team again so that way they can start reading again.
they can
Put
start
them peer
talking
pressure.
again.
Peer
I told
pressure them.
Telly goes, no, I only talk when I stream. I said, well, just stream this while we do it and you'll be fine. By the way, if you haven't been around, Telly has been streaming God of War. It's been a lot of fun. I'm looking forward towards two more. It's been a lot of fun. I actually want to get the game now. Like, that's how much I've enjoyed it. So, all right. And that's nothing. I've only seen, a tiny amount compared to like Panda and Ren and Evan and all. Like, a lot of you guys have seen a lot more than I've seen. But okay, back to this though. All right. So the Skade Gaming sixth write-off, and then I won't say script because that's for us, not you guys. But this was our biggest write-off yet with 10 submissions. Actually 11, I believe, if you count the manual that was submitted. That was so 11. We have 11 submissions. One of them we're not sure about plagiarism. We're having to check into that, Nikki. But apparently there is no plagiarism, and Nikki really did write a flight manual, so that was awesome. But someone actually did that. It's funny. But yeah, so 180-page flight manual. Like we said, there is no wrong way to participate in this. There is no wrong way. So this has been our longest submissions to date. We have decided next quarter, we will be allowing us, the judges, a full week to read the submissions. 3 days was just not enough time. We were all reading up until this morning. So, and poor Evan, I had to have him basically read it to me in the form of like 8 different YouTube videos just so that I could do other things while actually listening. So yeah, so thank you, Evan. I love you too. No, it was awesome, and I'll even say this makes me even more excited, Abby, for the collab that we're going to be doing with content, because Evan reading was fantastic. He did the voices. I could hear tone, which, as you guys know, as autistic, sometimes we struggle when we read with tone. We don't know, wait, how do you take that? And so Evan was kind enough, look how nice I'm talking about you, kind enough to do that. And it kind of helped with me. Unfortunately, Telly had to read the whole thing word by word, but yeah. So anyways, all right. So getting to this, so do you want me to just start at Allie's and just go down, Telly? Does that sound good? Yes. Okay. Just saying yes. So Allie, who I don't believe is in the call right now. Allie was in there earlier with Minecraft Live, but Allie had a submission called Overthinking. And these were our feedback notes. Very raw emotions on display, and emotions we've all felt at some point in our lives, but maybe don't talk about enough. It's so easy when you're just overthinking, but actually letting go of the anxiety is never easy. And we know that you guys have not had a chance to read the submission, so we're not going to give away too much about each of the submissions. But Allie, that was amazing. When you do go back and listen to this later, Allie, Allie's was kind of their take on, I think, going into university and just the overthinking that happens as we're preparing for that journey, which Evan, kind of like you're doing today with preparing for your journey tomorrow.
Mhm.
It was very good, very good. All right, next up we have Driver. Driver's is called The Escape. Driver comes into this write-off with a new style from his usual submissions, and it does not disappoint. Masterfully painting a scene. Created a lot of suspense and left us wanting more. And that was actually my notes, Driver, with it was like, wait, it just ends. I need more. So yeah, so very good, Driver. Very well written. The next one after that, and should I start announcing this parts of this, or are we gonna wait on the actual award? So do announce that part or no? Don't wait. Okay, so Rin, these are all gonna be a little eclectic. Okay, so Rin, first of all, Rin, congratulations, you won the Literacy Award. Ren's was called A Glimpse from the Hidden Mirror. Loved how simple yet complex this work was. Literacy. You did a really good job with
words.
You use words in the correct way. You write good. Literacy is one of the awards that we do give out, and it means that your punctuation, your literacy on it was really done well. And we do judge. We have this little critique thing we do, and we do judge all of that side of it. So yeah, good job. Yeah, I will never win this. Never. I think Drivers won it in the past. I think APL won it once, but yeah, I will never win this one. So we loved how simple yet complex this work was, conveying such a subject yet relatable emotion with a short piece that was masterfully done. And then the other note we have was short but powerful. So Rin, very good. I personally love this one. It's like a little reflection piece. When we do have all of these on display, you guys will get to read it. Don't want to give too much away again because we don't want to spoiler anything that you guys have written. And sometimes with these shorter pieces, it'd be very easy to do that. Dyslexia didn't let me down this time. That's funny. All right, up next, we have Dusty. And Dusty, you also won an award. In fact, I think Telly will be the one to pass out the awards. Dusty won an award for engaging winner. So Dusty, you got the award for the most engaging, which is very, very exciting. I've gotten this once myself. It's a very fun one. And the notes that we have on Dusty's is a view into the person behind the circuit. The vulnerability of writing out your life and personality like this takes a level of trust that not many other groups on the internet have. We love seeing him write about something he's passionate about, and the passion really showed through through the writing. So very, very good, Dusty. It was so great to see you and Ren both enter into this competition, and both of you did not disappoint. So thank you. All right, the next one up is JW, and JW was called Murphy's Law. This, and the notes we have on this JW, was a very unique piece, not necessarily following a traditional narrative style, and instead of telling us exactly what we should feel, I'm sorry, let me read. And instead of telling us exactly what we should feel, it rather asks us how we feel, for some real food for thought. So we very much enjoyed this one, JW. Very great writing. Very excited to see you continue to develop these skills and show them with us. Like it was just really good to see your progression. So very good, JW. All right, Abby. And for Abby, you have an award here. Abby's book was called Oliver Everywhere, and this was such a great piece. Abby's award is for creativity. So Abby, you won most creative. You got the creativity winner award. And the notes that we have down is this story had some stellar world building, unlike anything we've seen in the write-offs, and was striking complex characters. It will be interesting to see if Abby will expand on this idea beyond the prologue. Abby. That's a new one. I actually went out of my way to let Abby know how much I really enjoyed it. Abby, it's a great storyline. Again, I don't want to give away spoilers, but Abby's story has, to me, almost like a Avatar kind of element. Surprise, there's some fighting. There's some just wholesome, good advice. One of the things in it that I can say came from it is, don't stay static. And it's such a great phrase, and it carries throughout. Your message carries throughout, and it's such a great, great writing. So Abby, congrats. Stagnant, sorry, I say it wrong. Very, very well done. So Abby, congratulations on creativity winner. All right, Blue. Hi, that's me. Mine was called Do You Know Better Than Me? I do not have any notes on my own, so I will be reading the notes from the other team members here. Thought-provoking and striking, really highlighting the important issues facing the American people today. Even though it should be common sense, right versus wrong, some make you think it's as simple as left versus right, when in reality, you're all fighting for your right to live. Perfectly conveys the frustration one can have with the current political landscape. So, yep, mine is very much the thoughts of an American right now, kind of going through what's happening here with politics, women's rights, things like that, that are being removed, and just the thought process behind it. So mine was a more thought piece, which I've done in the past, not so much a short story. So, yep, so that was mine. All right, Telly. Now, this is an exciting one. Telly had his very first submission. So I'm sorry, let me rephrase. We have 3 new submissions, 3 new authors that have never submitted before. And Telly is one of them. And you guys, you're in for such a ride. I cannot wait for these to get out for everyone to read, because Telly's was hands down my favorite. And I know we shouldn't have favorites like that. Telly would have won this competition if it wasn't for the fact that Telly has recused himself. He has said, I do not want to win. I like putting this on. I enjoy writing. But the winner needs to go to a skater. And that's actually how us Valkyries feel about a lot of the stuff that we do. Even though we get very excited about our own stuff too, we want to make sure you guys have the excitement of winning. And in this case, Telly has said that, so Nikki and I had to kind of go with that. But I will tell you, Telly is a masterful writer. The ending of his story, which is a short story, I want to say 3 pages, is pretty short, had me like literally caps lock screaming to him, what happened? Like, it's one of those endings you decide for yourself what happened. And Nikki and I were going back and forth on what we each felt happened. And it's really great. Telly did a fantastic job of painting the scene and being for such a short story, really making you visualize. And for someone like me that cannot visualize anything, I have no imagination, I really struggle. I was actually able to piece together from different movies I've seen, like I said, even slightly Coraline a little bit, And I was kind of able to put this together and see this in my mind. So wonderful job, Telly. He does not want any kind of award, just like myself, but at the same time, Telly does need to hear the recognition and hear how much both Nikki and I did love his piece, and I'm excited for you guys to hear it. So that's coming. So you guys will be able to see that soon. It's called Free Falling. And also I want to say it was originally written, it's an award. It's not an award. Exactly. I love that, JW. That's great. So Telly's was actually written in Norwegian. Yep. And then translated it. So yeah, if you want the Norwegian version, just ask, Evan, you should be fluent in Norwegian by now, being you'll be there this time tomorrow. So yeah. Evan only gets the Norwegian version. All right, so moving on. So Telly, we have 2 left, and that the next one that we are going to discuss is Evan's. And Evan is the writer of Blue Light Blind Part 2. And for those of you that were around in our early competitions, you might remember Evan wrote the novel Blue Light Blind. And so this is the continuation of this, and he did not disappoint. And Evan, you are a winner. You won Best Character. So you are for character development. And I will tell you, when we were discussing this could have gone a few different ways, because Abby's also had amazing characters. There were quite a few of you guys had amazing character development. But honestly, like Nikki said, they were all so good. But where you took, and I want to be very specific about why you got the award for character development.
Mm-hmm.
So you took the idea of multiple in real life people that we could tell from the different characters, and you put them into your story, and you did it so perfectly that you would start to go, I know who that is. Oh, this guy's based off of Evan. I've heard you say similar things. I've heard you do similar things. There is a per se kind of villain that I saw exactly where you got the information from. There was one time I was like, is that Elon? Like, is he talking about Elon? Yep. There's lots of things you pulled from a lot of IRL people that are in our day, like, constantly in the news, things like that. And you were able to pull them in and develop amazing characters. Vincent, hands down, such a great character. You just did a really fantastic job. The entire story was fantastic. The real villain was Evan all along, making us read over 90 pages. No, it really, really was a great story. It's definitely a longer read. As you guys know, the content team is going to be doing some collabs and getting these made into audiobooks, which Evan will definitely do a great job of reading this. Abby, don't worry, Evan's already read like half of it to me, so yeah, so we'll get this. Evan reading it was actually really nice, because I was able to hear tones, and he makes the voices, and he's all slap he even did the sound effects. It made me laugh. Evan, you did a great job. Also, he even put an Easter egg saying, okay, Blue, if you really listen to this, say banana. And I sure did, didn't I, Evan? I showed you I listened.
You did. Also,
so yeah.
Correction, I've written I did far more than half to you. I did 8 audiobooks for you, 8 chapters.
That's right.
And that's not even including the prologue. So not half, sir.
8. That's right. He actually did a big chunk of it. I had to read very little of it with my eyeballs. Yes, and I had to listen to it. I was up at 5:30 this morning, literally listening, because I had to set an alarm because I knew I would run out of time. So thank you, Evan, for that. But okay, here's the notes we have for you. Clearly a massive step up from part 1. Not to say part 1 wasn't great. It was. Showing how Evan has really come into his own writing style and learned what works well for him and what doesn't. With 91 pages of laughter, drama, and suspense, this is a perfect follow-up to finish part 1. We hope to see how his writing evolves further. So Evan, you did a fantastic job. I mentioned to you, I already mentioned to my friend about you. Like, yeah, this is just awesome. You did a really good job. So congratulations, Evan. All right. And we have one more to discuss, and that is Panda. And Panda's book is titled Path of the Warlock. And Panda, I just want to say congratulations. You are the winner of this quarter's write-off. And I will tell you guys, all 3 of us judges were just blown away. We loved your story, Panda. We loved it. We were like, more. We need to see where this is going. I'm going to read really quick the notes, and then I'm going to talk about it a little bit. So, such a fun story, oozing with creativity, and had us engaged from the beginning. The setup of the characters in the world was done perfectly in a style that screams Panda. We really hope to see them continue this premise in the future. Panda, again, I really struggle with imagination, and I struggle with being able to see the picture that authors often are trying to paint. I'm very particular about authors because of that, and I saw the scene. I saw it. The orphanage, the cat, Twigs, I believe is his name, the wand, how it all came together in this journey that your character is about to go on, and I just really hope you're going to continue. Twigs is the best cat. Yep, Twigs. So I'm really looking forward to it. I would love to see this even turned into a cartoon, like with imagery. Like it would be so rad to see this come to life and see images of Twigs and images of the different characters. I don't want to give too much away again. I know I'm sometimes I can do that and spoil, and I don't want to spoil, but I will tell you guys, Pandas was a very short story, but it was so packed. And like Telly's, from the beginning, from the first paragraph, it had captured our attention. And so congratulations, Panda. I will say it was very difficult for us judges. We had we had our list, we gave our own ratings on everything. And so we were able to figure out, who was going to win overall, who was going to get best character, best creativity, literacy, all of that. And but it was difficult. It was incredibly difficult because they were all so good. JW, we loved your writing style. Abby, my gosh, the character development, and just the whole Kristen, right? And the fighting scenes, there's just so cool. You each did something so rad. Allie with going into university, and we all have felt where you overthink. Do I talk enough? Do I talk too much? That kind of mindset. And Ren, of course, with the reflection and not wanting to look in that reflection, and just I remember seeing Ren's very early on and yes, sister, that is amazing. I feel it. So you all, and Dusty, of course, with your backstory on Redstone and how you got into Minecraft and all that, it's just they're all so personalized, and it's so hard for us to sit and say which one wins overall. And so that's why and the flight manual, sorry, can't forget the flight manual was breathtaking. It's very hard for us to sit back, and one book winning does not mean another book did not deserve to win. I want to make sure that's really known, because all of them in their own way was perfect, and they were in their own ways was deserving to win. And if it wasn't for us having the whole book of the year that is going to get published here and all that, it'd be easy just to say we don't even need awards, because you guys all did such a fantastic job. And that goes for you too, Telly. I'm so excited that you participated this time. I'm excited for you guys to read all of the submissions. And yeah, congratulations. So if you did not have a specific award, you can go to Telly, and he will have your they're called Adas. Is that correct? Adas? Eddas. Skade Eddas. Thank you. Since you can't hype yourself, I gotta say yours was cray blue. Love yours, so thank you. Yep. So thank you. It was really fun. And when I write, I don't ever expect to win anything. The one time I did, I was like, whoa, that's unusual. I should not have won that. And I think that's kind of what makes these writing comps amazing, because you just write and you enjoy what you write, and you enjoy knowing that others are going to read it and enjoy it too. And that's what it's about. That's all it's really about. So yeah. So the fact that, some of you guys were able to kind of pull ahead and stand out. Oh, I just saw my internet dip. Sorry. For you guys that did win an award, just know, congratulations, that you guys did a fantastic job, and everybody else that submitted, congratulations as well. So it's very, very difficult to try to pick winners in situations like this. Anything you want to add, Telly, Nikki? You can't hide from me, Ren. You all rock. Nikki, I expect next year to see another flight manual. Or sorry, not next year, next quarter. Yep. I have to see it.
You know what? Do you know what's really interesting?
Yeah, some kind of maybe not flight manual. We'll have to see what you do next time, but I'm sure it'll be a manual. Thank you, sir.
The
F46.
perspective. You always have a very different perspective of your own work because you know what I find interesting? I honestly kind of felt if I had to critique my own work, I actually thought that the characters were the worst bit of the story. It's so interesting, like how the bits
Really?
are. Yeah, seriously, like I thought, I really wish I'd done more with this, or I wish I had
Bro,
written
you had
more.
130 pages, 2 books to build up these characters. Of course, they're going
I
to be
know.
amazing.
I don't want to like give away. That's why it's hard to talk about yours because I don't want to give away the characters. The only one I really feel comfortable talking about would be, Vincent. But one of the things that I thought was just so cool was how you even added in the newspaper. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That was so creative. I just felt like that particular chapter, like that particular moment was incredibly creative and just the development of getting to know Vincent and to getting to know more than just a singular aspect of him, which sometimes in stories that's all you really see, especially when you don't have 90 pages. It's hard to really develop characters, but you did a really good job of it. Even I don't want to give away names of the other people or what they do, but you did a great job with that. So congratulations, Evan.
Thank you very much. It's all just about perspective. Like the stuff that like you think sometimes stuff that you think like is the worst part of what you've done is often the best. So it's
Yep, it's how other people
And by
take
the
it.
way,
So.
when I actually was writing my submission, that was when I was still like sleep deprived from like that time when I was like my sleep schedule's messed up.
Oh, you did a really good job, Dusty. You did a great job. Everybody did a really great job, but it's so cool to see the newcomers. So, Ren, Dusty, and Telly. Welcome, Telly. This is the writing competition. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean,
It
mind
was
you,
really
I
great
did
to see you
take. I
guys
actually
get out of
did.
your shells.
I did end up taking a break, like before I wrote the end of it. But I mean, I wrote most of it. I didn't have much sleep.
It's okay. No, it came out great. It was very well read, easy to understand. Panda is a little speechless. I think Panda is just really excited. So, Panda, it's a great story. Like I said, I would love to see illustrations of this come to life.
I feel somewhat speechless. I haven't got an award, period.
Nope, you did great, Dusty. So very engaging. JW, yours was fantastic too. Like that's why I said you should have heard our call. There was a lot of I don't know. They're all so good. Like I love this and I love this and I love this. And that's why we just really want to make it known that, it doesn't, the word is one thing, but it's not what you're here. I don't write because I might win an award. I don't often win awards and I'm good with that. I just write because I think I might have an idea and I just want to get that on paper and share that. And that's what this is about, is sharing it with our friends. So the mind of an ADHD, that's funny. Now I liked your writing style, JW. I think you did a great job. I'm excited for you guys to get to read all of these. We'll have them, Telly will have, them all put into format in a channel here soon where you can do that. Unless you've already done it, Telly, I'm not even sure. Yeah, you have not. Okay, yep. Telly will. So we'll get all that. You guys will be notified when your stuff's available to be read. Here we'll also get it onto the website, I believe, is typically how Jake comes in and does that after, if I remember correctly. And eventually we will have all these in audiobook form at some point. So, yep.
Whoa.
I said at some point.
Whoa.
At some point.
No. We never agreed to all the books in audiobook.
Oh, I think we should. Evan
okay, so you need to find a new lead now. Thank you.
Evan volunteered.
I will read. Well, I think the original agreement, I think, like from the content team was to read like all the winners.
Yeah.
But I would definitely like over the course of a year, I would be willing to read all of the submissions, but it would take some time.
I would say the authors have first dibs, and if you want to read your own, which I would read my own. Like I think a few of us would read our own. And then especially if it's just a recording, and then those that want theirs read but not by themselves, I will just say it was very pleasant listening to Evan speak and do it, because he's really good with the how do you like not emotion, what's the word, like reaction. Yeah, like I could tell when he would be very excited, or he would read a sentence and he would react. It was like reactionary speaking, if that makes sense.
Like
so it was
building suspense with his words.
Yeah, he has fluctuation in his tone, which is so important, especially when reading or listening to someone.
I just would like to ask, like, if I ever wanted to read like the submissions from like the last contest or the one before that or the one before that? Like, is there a section for that?
You mean to read the previous ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go into the contest chart and you scroll up, you will eventually find all of the PDFs of everybody's
yeah, we
submissions.
really do need a better archive. I
They're
think there's a
also
website too.
in-game in the corner of the library.
Mm-hmm.
in
Yep,
Minecraft.
all of them
I
are in
feel-
game.
I feel so bad for poor Telly, who's literally gonna have to like copy all this over into Midgard books. Uh-oh.
Oh man.
It's okay. That was actually the plan. You guys are not going on the distillery tour. In fact, what you're going to be there to do is he's going to put you in front of his computer, and you will be just transcribing for the entire week.
No problem at all. That's a good. That's why I booked the holiday. That's now you guys really know. This is why it's so perfectly timed with like the end of the writing contest.
Don't worry. We will definitely this will not be really a ton of work on your end. This is going to be more of whoever's the one that's going to read it. So
well, this was a lot of fun, and thank you very much for hosting this. I actually do need to head off briefly before my mother heads to bed, just to talk a little bit, and then I'm also going to the shops because another coworker's got me a present they want to give me. So I feel so. I know.
Ooh,
I know, right?
Wow.
See you in 48 hours. How do you feel? I feel terrible, Telly. I'm not looking forward to seeing you
he's
at all.
pooping himself.
Yes. That's why I went and had a shit earlier, but it's half an hour. Anyway, I will see you guys soon. And yes, I tell you, I am.
Did you want to do your outro, Dusty?
Sure. Thank you all for watching. This has been me, Dusty Circuit, here with another Skade writing competition. If you all liked what you saw, remember to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want to see my next video, be sure to hit the bell for notifications. Peace out.
Peace out.
Ring, 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 ring.
Okay.
Well, I have to
While
write my
you
article.
are
All
both
right.
still
See you
here,
guys later.